Dear students, we have learnt about the first 20-year plan, which is also called as Nagpur Road Plan. The Nagpur Road Plan was prepared for the duration of 20 years from 1943 to 1963. The Nagpur Road Plan has divided the road into five categories: NH, SH, MDR, ODR, and VR. And all this particular NS, NH, SH, MDR, ODR, and VR category of roads are further divided into two categories: metal roads and unmetal roads. The metal roads are the roads which are having the road surface of stones, means the roads which are having at least the stones are provided at the level surface are known as metal roads. And if the surface of the road are not provided at least with the stones, they are made up with the materials like sand or etc. If stones are not used but the materials like sand are used, so the road is called as unmetal roads. NH, SH and MDR are considered in metal category of roads. They are also called as first category of roads, whereas ODR and VR are considered as second category of roads and they are the part of unmetal roads. So we are going to cover the examples which are based on the first 20-year plan, which is also called as Nagpur Road Plan. The year of this particular 20-year span or duration was from 1943 to 1963. This is also called as first 20-year plan. We have learnt certain salient features of Nagpur Road Plan, out of which 2 points are very important as far as the example calculations are concerned. That the formula for particular example for calculating the total road length include five categories: agricultural area, which is known as A; non-agricultural area, which we will term as B; number of large villages and towns, number of small villages and towns, and future development, that this is called as D. This is N and this is T. And the another is that the roads are defined into two categories: metal roads and unmetal roads. If you are calculating the total road length of metal road, then it will consider the cumulative road length of NH, SH and MDR. If you calculate the length of unmetal road, it will combinedly calculate the length of MDR and VR. Now the equation for metal roads. Now the metal roads will cover the length of NH, SH and MDR, and unmetal roads will cover the length of MDR and VR. The equations for particular first category of road, which is metal roads, is like this: A by 8, B by 32, 1.6 N plus 8T, bracket completed, plus D minus R. This D is the value of this particular segment, total value. 15% of total this value is taken. R is the existing length of railway track, which you have to subtract. This is just about the metal road. This will give you the value of NH, SH and MDR's combined length. And the another is about the second category of road, which will give you the combined value of ODR and VR. The equation for particular second category of road is 0.32 V plus 0.8 Q plus 1.6 P plus 3.2 S plus D. Make sure one thing, that here the R is not given, so you will not consider the value of R over here. Okay. So this was the brief revision of particular formula of this example. If you want to remember, if you want to know how to remember this particular equations, then you have to revise the previous lecture. Let us learn the examples which are based on the first 20-year plan, Nagpur Road Plan. This is the example data. The following data were collected for planning of the road development program of a backward district. All these particular values will be given whenever you will be calculating the example. Total area is given as 9,200 km square. Agricultural area is given as 3,000 km square. Existing railway track length is given as 120 kilometers. Existing length of metal roads is given as 350 kilometers. Length of unmetal roads is also given as 450 kilometers. Number of towns and villages in different population ranges are given. The villages and towns having greater than 5,000 population, total 8 towns or villages are there which are having population more than 5,000. 36 towns are there which are having population between 2001 to 5,000 people. 132 villages are having the population between 1000 to 2000. 260 villages are there which are having the population range between 501 to 1000, and 600 villages are total which are having the population less than 500. How to calculate this example? First of all, you have to understand that you have to calculate two particular separate segments. First is about the metal road, total length, and second is about the unmetal road length. Category 1 or metal road length of road, the equation is A by 8 by B by 32, 1.67 and 80. A is agricultural area, B is non-agricultural area. N is having those towns which are having population between 2001 to 5000. T is having those towns having population more than 5,000. D is the 15% of total, and R is the existing railway track length. So let us understand and interpret the equation or the values are given which are given. So this is the particular example statement. We will be taking A as the agricultural area, so A will be 3000 kilometers square directly. B is the particular non-agricultural area. If you are having total area and if you subtract the agricultural area from total area, so you will be getting the non-agricultural area. So this is the B. Then you will be having the value of N, which is having the population between 2001 to 5000. Total 36 towns are there, so N will be 36. T is having the population more than 5000. How many towns are there? 8 towns. So T, the value of T is 8. Then D will be 15% of the total road length, and R is this particular railway track length. Fine. So let us put the values in this particular equation. We are having the equation of metal road. This is the metal road length, means the road length of NH plus SH plus MDR. Okay. The given value for A is 3000. Given value for B is 6200. Value of N over here is 36. Value of T over here is 8. We will be taking 15% of this particular total value. R is given as 120. So you will be getting it as 690.35 plus 103.55 minus 120. If you put the values over here and calculate, you will be getting this particular summation, and ultimately you will be getting it as 673.90 kilometer. This is the total length of road. Now you have been asked about what is the thing you are asked about? So you have to calculate the additional length. Calculate the additional length of metal and unmetal road. See, you are already having metal road length as 350 kilometer in the particular example statement. You have calculated 673 as total. So if you subtract the value of given, you want to calculate the additional metal road length. What you have to do? You have to put this total value and subtract the given value. So you will be getting it as 323.90 kilometer. Make sure that you calculate this particular segment, or else your example will not be completed on full note. So this is the additional metal road length. Now this is particular 673 minus 350. So we have obtained this as C 323.90 kilometer. Now let us calculate the unmetal road length. The equation is this: V is having the number of villages having population less than 500. Q is having the population between 500 to 1000. P is having between 1000 to 2000. S is having between 2001 to 5000. D is the 15% of total. R is not needed to be calculated. So let us put the values over here. 0.32, you have V as 600, 0.8. You have Q as 260. You have P as 132 and S as 36. RL means road length. You will be getting this as 726.4 plus 108.96, and the answer will be 835.36 kilometer. Now this is the total unmetal road length, and you have to calculate additional. How can you calculate? You have total, which is 835.136. You have calculated over here. Now the existing unmetal road length is already given in the example statement, which is 450. If you subtract it from the total length, you will be getting it as 385.36 kilometer. So this is the value of additional unmetal road length. So this is how you can calculate the examples which are based on the Nagpur road plan, which is the first 20-year plan. You have to remember the value of A, B, N, T, D, R for metal road length calculation, and V, Q, P, S for the unmetal road length calculation. I hope you understood the concept thoroughly. Try to calculate this example on your own. Thank you so much for being attentive. Hello students. In today's lecture, we will be covering the topics related to second 20-year road plan and road patterns. We have learnt about the first 20-year plan. We have learnt that after the World War, there were immediate need to improve the road quality in a country like India. So a provincial conference of all the chief engineers were arranged in Nagpur city in 1943, and the first 20-year plan was developed for the development of better road network. That particular plan was created in Nagpur city. That's why it is also called as Nagpur road plan. Now there is another plan, which is the second 20-year plan. We will be talking about the second 20-year plan, which is the part of highway planning and development in India. The second 20-year plan has particular time span between 1961 to 1981. The length of the roads envisaged under the Nagpur plan was achieved by the end of it, but the road system was deficient in many respects. The changed economy, industrial and agricultural conditions in the country reviewed or required the review of Nagpur plan. Accordingly, due to the particular review of first 20-year plan, a second 20-year plan was drafted by the road wing of Government of India. This particular second 20-year plan, which was created during the year of 1961 to 1981, is popularly known as Bombay Plan. So here the another important point is that the second 20-year road plan has another name as Bombay Road Plan. What are the key highlights of the second 20-year plan? So it was the second 20-year plan. The year was from 1961 to 1981. The total road length targeted to construct was about 10 lakhs. And in this particular second 20-year plan, rural roads were given specific attentions. Scientific methods of the construction was proposed for the rural roads. They suggested that the length of the road should be increased to give the road density of 32 kilometers per 100 square kilometer, which was 16 kilometer per 100 square meter area in the first 20-year plan. In second 20-year plan, it was modified to 32 kilometers, means the double of the first 20-year plan. The construction of 1600 kilometers of expressway should also be then included in the plan. Now, according to this particular second 20-year plan, 5 different formulas were formed to calculate the length of national highway, state highway, major district road, other district road and village roads. Which are those 5 formulas? The first formula is the national highway formula, which is mentioned in the particular slide. You can see the national highway formula. Second is about the national highway and state highway combined road formula. First is the national highway formula. Second is about the national highway plus state highway formula. Third is about the national highway, state highway and major district formula. Then another road category is included in the fourth formula. Fourth formula means NH, SH, MDR and ODR. And in the last, it is the cumulation of NH, SH, MDR, ODR and VR. First is about NH. Second is about NH plus SH. Third is about NH plus SH plus MDR. Fourth is about NH plus SH plus MDR plus ODR. And fifth is about NH, SH, MDR, ODR and VR, where the nomenclature of A, B, C, K, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, and D are as follow. A means the agricultural area, B means semi-developed area, C means undeveloped area, K means the number of towns which are having the population more than 1 lakh, M means the population between 1 lakh to 50,000, N means 50,000 to 20,000, P means 20,000 to 10,000, Q means 10,000 to 5,000, R means 5,000 to 2,000, S means 2,000 to 1,000, T means 1,000 to 500, V means the number of towns having the range below 500 population, and D means the development allowance. The value of D in the first 20-year plan was kept 15%, and in this particular formula, in this second 20-year plan, the development allowance of 5% of the road length calculated for the development and other forcing factors are considered. So here you can see the development allowance is kept as 5% instead of 15%. So this is about the second 20-year plan, which is also known as Bombay plan. The chances of examples being asked on the Bombay plan are quite low because the number of formulas are quite higher as compared to first and third 20-year plan. We will be learning the third 20-year plan in detail in our next lectures. Now the next topic that we will be dealing about is the road patterns. There are various kind of road patterns used in the urban planning and highways of the highways. The road patterns are of the considerable use in urban highway planning and have to be considered hand in hand with the land use planning. Various kind of road patterns used are: first is the rectangular or block pattern of the road, second is the radial or star and block pattern, third is the radial or star and circular pattern, fourth is the radial or star and grid pattern, fifth is the hexagonal pattern, and last one is the minimum travel pattern. First is the rectangular or block, second is the radial or star and block, third is radial or star and circular, fourth is radial or star and grid, fifth is hexagonal, and sixth is minimum travel pattern. So this is how various kind of road patterns are included. So this is how the particular road patterns can be understood. First is about the rectangular or block pattern. So this is how the rectangular or block pattern looks like. This is the junction part, this is the main road part, and this is the central business district area, which is also called as CBD area. The rectangular or block pattern is also known as grid iron pattern. It is the most simple and easy to lay out. Apart from encouraging an even spread of traffic over the entire grid, it facilitates imposition of one-way traffic where it is necessary. The basic minus point of this pattern is that it is monotonously long street. You can observe that this is the long street pattern. This pattern has been adopted in the city of Chandigarh and Gandhinagar in Gujarat. Second is about the radial pattern or radial or star and block pattern. It looks like this. These are the various kind of rays through which it is formed. That is why it is called as radial. These are the built up areas, and this is the CBD areas, central business district areas. The ring roads have become increasingly popular as they carry traffic at a much faster rate. Ring roads are used in almost every town to bypass the traffic not direct to that circular town. This particular system of radial and circular pattern can also be effectively used in smaller localities. It is done in Connaught Place in New Delhi. You can also observe this pattern in some of the parts of Ahmedabad city. This facilitates the smooth flow of traffic to the commercial complex and also was the aesthetic appeal. The third is about the radial or star and circular pattern. It is the combination of radial and circular pattern where the ring road is situated, radial road is also situated, and central business area is situated. When a vehicle wants to enter in this area, then it does not need to circulate the whole area. It can enter in this area directly by using this particular radial roads. This is about the radial or star or circular pattern of road. In Chennai city, you can observe the road situation or road existence like radial or star and circular pattern. Now the next is about the radial or star with the combination of grid pattern. This is how the grid is provided. The radial is given over here. This is central business district area or central business area, and this is the grid. Then hexagonal pattern is like this. Then last one is the minimum travel pattern. The minimum travel pattern in this road pattern, city is contented by sector center, suburban center and neighborhood center by the road, which is required minimum connection to the city center. It is having certain advantages like it is potentially serious, it avoids the potentially serious crashes, and disadvantages like the traffic sign, pavement marking and lighting should be adequate so that the drivers are aware that they should reduce their travel speed. This is about the minimum travel speed, and this is the last pattern of the particular road designing and road patterns. Now let us take an overall review. The choice of the pattern very much depends on the locality. It also depends on the layout of the different towns, villages, industrial and production center. The rectangular and block pattern has been adopted in the city of Chandigarh as I have mentioned earlier, but but from the traffic operation point of view, it is not considered convenient. An example of radial and circular pattern is the road network of Connaught Place in New Delhi. The Nagpur road plan formula was prepared assuming the star and grid pattern. So this was all about the road patterns. I hope you understood the concept thoroughly. Thank you so much.